Good afternoon, sir. I'm Engine Cadet Carl Di Roldan Aseo. My topic is global media and culture. Global media. What are the disadvantages of global communication? The major downside to global internet connectivity is the danger of cybercrime or cyber warfare. The internet makes it much easier for people in one country to try to scam to those in other countries. It allows countries to try to attack one another's infrastructure using viruses and other malicious software. So, what is cybercrime? Cybercrime is criminal activity that either targets or uses a computer network or network device. But not all. Cybercrime is committed by cybercriminals or hackers who want to make money. Cybercrime is carried out by individuals or organizations. What is cyber warfare? Cyber warfare involves the action by nation state or international organization to attack and attempt to damage another nation's computer or information networks through, for example, computer viruses or denial of service attacks. That's all, sir. Thank you.
So, analyze how various media drive various forms of global integration and explain the dynamic between local and global cultural production. So, the 19th century saw substantial advances in international market integration and the creation of truly world economy. So, technological advance was critical in this. So, telegraph systems were established in the most countries, including the major market of British India in 1854. So, although there are several factors responsible for this, global integration is one of the most important ones. So, liberalization, privatization, and globalization or LPG are three crucial components of this factor.
What is the dynamic between local and global cultural production? Cultures have always been a result of the encounter of local developments with outside influence. Adventurers, traders, and warriors, for example, brought their culture to the world, but we were also influenced by what they encountered. Globalization tends to emphasize similarities, whereas local emphasizes difference. The relationship between the individual and the group is dynamic in that both depend upon interact with each other. The cultural context in which this occurs is what distinguishes societies from one another. So, for the example of a globalization in the cultural production, so it usually happens when there is a huge audience that are taking part in it. For example, your cultural production is being spread to other areas by your people or by the migration of people or to the interaction with merchants, as we say earlier about the warriors. So that is the globalization of a cultural production. That's all. Thank you.
My name is Jackson Bagyo. My topic is what is the role of media in globalization? Rapid advancement of communication and technology made it more globalized. The emergence of the internet, social media and mass media, virtual interconnected the world. Today, all forms of media are part of our everyday life. They have an important function in the society. One of the basic functions is disseminating information. It is through media that people learn about what happened in the other parts of the world. Hence, societies around the world are extremely dependent on the media. Also, according to social scientists, in today's world, media has a vital role in socialization of the society. Ang pag-advance sa komunikasyon and technology nakatabang sa pagka-globalize sa kalibutan. Ang pagmugna sa internet, social media, Facebook, and kaning mga makita o madungog nato sa radyo or television ato gid maibaw kung unsay nitabo sa tibuok kalibutan tungod aning social media. So importante gid ang social media sa kinabuhi karon sa mga tao. Salamat.
What is the role of media in globalization? The mass media are today seen as playing a key role in enhancing globalization and facilitating cultural exchange and multiple flows of information and images between countries through international news, broadcast television, programming, new technologies, film, and music.
Good afternoon. This is Engine Cadet John Roy Apas, and I'm going to discuss about the topic pros and cons of media globalization. By the way, pros and cons means is there is advantage and advantage. So in this age, almost everything that's around us could be considered as global media. The television, smartphones, radio, internet, and the list goes on. Global media as definitive root of our digital age today, as it comprises of things that consist of every little bit of information that seamlessly flow from one channel to another. Global media presents with people, with convenience, and with the emergence of technological advancements where everyone across the globe could stay interconnected through social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and mainly the internet. People around the world are no longer limited by time and distance, as the speed of information could travel faster than all that we could actually speak and think of. Disseminating information and could be done easily by business such as the constant updates made of different forms of media platforms to keep their consumers and audience updated with product information.
Globalization refers to the growing interdependence of the world's economic, culture, population brought about by cross-border trade in goods and service, technology, and flows of investment, people, and information. The question is there globalization without media? The answer is, the reality is media has brought about a revolution change in everyone's lives, whether it is in a positive way or negative sense, but the truth is, it has brought comfort in our lives in all aspects.
This my report is about is media globalization is a form of cultural imperialism. So media globalization is a form of cultural imperialism, as the media is tied in with cultural concept which originate from the financial dealings of dependency. In global communication today, cultural imperialism manifests itself mainly through media, especially in mainstream and mass media. Media globalization is most prominent and visible forms of globalization, global communication. That's all, sir. Thank you.